boy Prosperous over here. We came to church today because it's the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Came to church to get that sauce. Now we can proceed to installing the reservoir. So let's do that. All right, cool. So let's grab the reservoir and given that you got everything already installed, let's go ahead and slap it in. So let's get a little twisty, turny, wiggle it in there just like that. That's the latch probably slamming closed. That's okay. Open it once we get underneath. It's all lined up. And I'm gonna open this latch here. And I'm gonna pull it back out and open the latch. So it'll be easier for me so I can just go under it one time. Let's be careful not to close the latch here. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna go underneath, make sure it's lined up with everything. Yep, and you're lined up. So I'm gonna come back up top. We're gonna position everything. Just like that. Come back up top now. And give it a nice little shove downwards. And it should just snap in place. So I'm gonna hold on to the plastic inlet tube. Yep, and it's in. Then close the latch here. Latch is closed, and I'm gonna tug on it just like that. Make sure it's nice and firm, so it's locked in. All right, so I'm just gonna start putting everything back together. Be sure to plug in the harness to the coolant level sensor, and yeah, so let's just do that. All right, now we got everything all nice and plumbed up, so just want to give it a nice tug, make sure everything's nice and secure. That pipe here, yeah, that's nice and secure. Cool. All right, now let's proceed to put in the airbox back and the snorkel and everything else. So now we got everything all assembled. Give it a little old wipe now. Show us some love, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna show you guys in the next video how to do a proper bleeding off the coolant system. So thanks for watching. And if you like the video, just leave a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any other content. As always, you know what time it is. We out here at Katana Garage. Stay greasy. Okie doke. So now we're about to do the coolant flush. After, you know, the replacements and stuff. So before we go ahead and put the actual coolant in there, because as we know, the BMW coolant is kind of thick and a little bit on the pricey side, we're gonna throw some distilled water inside just to check for leaks. So before you do the job, you gotta have one of these. This is a trusty spill-free funnel. If you notice, it comes with all types of adapters and fittings. This is what it is. Yeah, so I've already selected the fittings that I needed. So just go on here, take the cap off your new reservoir. Set you over here. Yeah, take the cap off your new reservoir, then find your the ideal fitting to fit, and it goes down like this with the rubber part downwards, and it comes with different caps as well, different screw-on caps. So screw on your cap. You have to screw it on too tight, just enough to where the fitting's not wiggling. Everything's nice and secure. And go ahead and throw your funnel on. Make sure everything underneath is secure as far as the hoses and the bleed screw. If you opened it, make sure you close it, because as you pour, it will just come right out. So already cleaned up underneath here, just so if it leaks, you can be able to see it. So let's just go ahead and punch some distilled water inside, yeah? And see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't leak. So put the distilled water inside, and then see if it's leaking. If it holds, then I'm just gonna go ahead and drain it, and then put the actual 50-50 mixture inside. And squeeze the top radiator hose so it can go down. And this is a good way to flush the system as well. If you wanted to, you could put some coolant flush, the actual little bottle you get at your local auto parts store. It's like a little coolant flush by Motor Medic. You could use that if you want to. I'm not gonna use that. Distilled water is just as good. It's not corrosive to the engine either when I turn the engine over. Yeah, so saying it's full. I know it's not full. I can see the thermostat coming up top. I'm sorry, the float, because there's an in-tank level float to tell you if it's full. Oh, so far, no leaks. Squeeze the lower hose. No leaks. So far, so good. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is drain out this coolant here, and then just put in some fresh coolant. So I'm gonna come underneath the car and drain it, and then refill with the actual mixture. So with the car running, already checking all over the leaks. I'm checking underneath the car, make sure nothing's dripping. Yep, so far so good. So I'm just keeping it running for a little bit. Be mindful of the fan right here, just chop your fingers off. So with the heater on high, let it run for a little bit so stuff can circulate, so a little water can circulate. Then I'm gonna drain it out and then refill with the proper 50-50 mixture. So I'm gonna do just that, just let it idle for a few minutes. Just to bring it up to regular operating temperature. Make sure your heater is on high. And you got the heater somewhat on in here. I'm gonna take off the AC. Yeah, now it's on high. Now, just let it idle. You see it start to bubble up. Let it do its thing, and you check for leaks underneath. Underneath the car, and no leaks. So that you're looking at right there is the thermostat. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying that. The reservoir, and no inlet pipe, no leaks. So everything's looking good back there. We're just gonna bring it up to normal operating temperature, and yeah, you see it start to bubble up. Those little bubbles. This is why this funnel is important. So all those bubbles that are coming up are actual air bubbles. And that's how much air is in the system. So the concept is, as the air leaves, the bubbles come up, it gets replaced with actual fluid. So I then got it running for like, what, 2 minutes? So right now I'm gonna turn it off, drain out the distilled water, and then put fresh coolant.